Hello and welcome to United Nations News by the Universal Versatile Society, casting a bright light on the latest developments from United Nations. Our headlines for today are: the UN allocates more than $20 million to help solve Sudan's humanitarian disaster. Greece battles largest ever EU wildfire as climate crisis deepens. UN committee affirms children's environmental rights amid climate crisis. A new study reveals air pollution deadlier than tobacco and alcohol. Improving statistics on gender and trade in developing countries. European countries seek COP28 deal to phase out fossil fuels. So let's discuss these topics in more detail. The UN allocates more than $20 million to help solve Sudan's humanitarian disaster. Amid escalating violence between the military forces in Sudan, the UN has allocated an extra $20 million to help people caught in the turmoil. Adding to the previous support, the Central Emergency Response Fund has provided $60 million in total to help deal with the crisis. Out of the $2.57 billion humanitarian response plan, so far only 26% of the money has been raised. In view of the insufficient resources available with the country, UNCHR has urged for strong government leadership and ownership of the response to the emergency. Greece battles largest ever EU wildfire as climate crisis deepens. A colossal forest fire in Greece has been declared the largest wildfire ever recorded within the EU. European Commission spokesperson revealed that the EU is dispatching 11 aircraft and a helicopter to aid the firefighting effort, alongside 475 fighters in the region. The fire, consuming over 310 square miles, an area larger than New York City, remains uncontrollable in the Deadlier National Park, a crucial bird sanctuary. The blaze, ongoing since August 19th, has claimed 20 lives, primarily migrants using the area as a point of entry from Turkey. The incident highlights escalating fire severity due to the climate crisis, prompting efforts to enhance firefighting capabilities in the EU member states. UN committee affirms children's environmental rights amid the climate crisis. The UN Committee on the Rights of the Child issued a comment emphasizing governments' responsibility to protect children amid the deepening climate crisis. This marks the first time the committee has affirmed children's right to a clean, sustainable environment under the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. The comment addresses environmental rights and climate change, urging action to phase out fossil fuels, shift to renewables, improve air quality, ensure clean water access, and protect biodiversity. It highlights children's involvement in environmental decision-making and calls for global efforts to uphold their rights in the face of climate emergency. A new study reveals air pollution deadlier than tobacco and alcohol. Air pollution is a worse threat to people's health than tobacco and alcohol, stealing around 27.6 months from our lives, a new study has found. The study, released by the Energy Policy Institute's annual Air Quality Life Index, found that the global epicenter of the threat is South Asia. The report says fine particulate air pollution is the greatest external threat to public health. Apart from South Asia, the top 4 countries with the highest levels of air pollution are India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Nepal. Improving statistics on gender and trade in developing countries. As per UNCTAD, efforts are underway to enhance gender disaggregated trade statistics in developing nations. Improving data collection methods and capacity building are prioritized to accurately assess the impact of trade on gender equality. The initiative aims to aid policymakers in crafting targeted measures for inclusive economic growth and empower men and women equally. UNCTAD is collaborating with various partners to ensure comprehensive data, promoting better informed decisions, and fostering gender-responsive policies in trade and development. European countries seek COP28 deal to phase out fossil fuels. The European Union countries are preparing to present a framework to phase out fossil fuels at the UN COP28 Climate Summit, scheduled to be held in the United Arab Emirates later this year. Several countries are supporting new technologies to capture the carbon emissions emitted from using fossil fuels, instead of cutting fossil fuels itself. The idea behind a global deal to gradually suspend fossil fuels is to create a powerful benchmark to guide future climate negotiations, government policies, and investments towards cleaner and sustainable energy sources and technologies. I'm Sofia, and this was all for today. Stay tuned for our next episode.